the counter. Here's Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 47-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
Ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On second down, here's Herbert. That'll be complete to Cook. Herbert. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams.
1st and 10.
When I watched Mike Williams play receiver at Clemson, one of the things I was drawn to, his toughness. This is a guy who took some big-time hits out in the field as the #1 receiver and kept finding ways to make plays, and finally it's paid off for him because in 2019 had his first 1,000-yard season in the NFL and averaged over 20 yards per catch.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Back in the end zone, can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Michael Badgley, the kickoff for the Chargers.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a 3-and-out
on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened, but then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Griffin. On the screen, this is Coleman. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Here's Braden Mann now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
First quarter.
Neville Hewitt on the stop. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Fourth down, and on is Ty Long to punt. Crowder now to return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Big yardage that time for the Jets. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Out of the gun, Griffin. He'll buy some time right. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. A gain of 6 there on 1st. To throw again on 2nd down. Griffin. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Once again, Griffin. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. You've got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? He's by himself. Keenan Allen, 30, 10, and finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 80 yards.
4-yard line.
The kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got him in position.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. Escaping the pressure right. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They got to go and set and change and at least hold people in field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
At the 47-yard line.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And brought in by the tight end Cook.
Herbert's pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Going deep here for Allen. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. Here's Ty Long now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is RG3. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there just before halftime. 65 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by the rookie linebacker, Kenneth Murray. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 7-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out, try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 12-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And his pass incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Being chased out left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Could you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Chargers' 8-yard line.
Griffin. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, Griffin flushed out right. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
At the 4-yard line.
Once more, here's Eckler. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Looking deep downfield. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 94 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
Score, Chargers 17, Jets 3.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down, Jets.
On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. This is brought in by Gibson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
First down, New York.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Griffin. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year, and Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He's in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Running on first down, Eckler. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Herbert off of play action. And incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Herbert. And Cook has it, left side. They'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nice gain of 21 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. That throw into the arms of Allen. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They go back to the ground now with Eckler, and they'll get him down right around the 16. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Chargers on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Play action. It's Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, really didn't give anybody a chance. He's by himself. Keenan Allen. He's at the 30. Past the 20. 10. 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Throw in the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. From the shotgun, Griffin. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and take it away.
So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Ashton Davis on the tackle. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
On the stop. It's a loss of 2.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. He's going to look for Allen now in a deep ball. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Fielded in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point. Now look out, Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Griffin sliding out of the pocket. And it will be incomplete as time has run out on